Welcome back to Blissful Affirming. I got another Neville Goddard meditation for you today. It's the Isn't It Wonderful technique. This technique is essentially about creating the feeling of being in the wish fulfilled. Let's begin. Find a comfortable spot to meditate where you won't be disturbed for the duration of the meditation. You may choose to sit or lay down. Close your eyes and take a deep breath in through your nose, filling your lungs completely. Hold the breath for a moment and exhaling through your mouth, allowing your body to relax. Let's repeat. Inhale, hold, and exhale. Inhale, hold, and exhale. Using your imagination, bring your specific person to your mind's eye. If you don't have a specific person, that's fine. Just visualize how your ideal partner would be. You can see them clearly and feel their presence. There is a green ray of light that's beautifully wrapped around you both, and it's radiating outwards. That image you've created in your mind of you and your specific person, I want you to hold it in your mind's eye throughout the entire meditation, especially when I'm saying the "Isn't it wonderful" statements. Before we begin with the "Isn't it wonderful" statements, I may interchange between having you insert your SP's name, or I may just say they. When having to insert your SP's name, I will simply say SP, and when you repeat it after me, just replace it with their name. And if you don't have an SP, it's okay, you can just repeat the statement exactly as I say it. Isn't it wonderful how easy our relationship is? Isn't it wonderful that my relationship with them is amazing? Isn't it wonderful how sweet and caring they are? Isn't it wonderful how SP is so thoughtful? Isn't it wonderful how we always effectively communicate? Isn't it wonderful how we always see eye to eye? Isn't it wonderful how this relationship is the healthiest I've ever been in? Isn't it wonderful how affectionate they are? Isn't it wonderful how loving SP is? Isn't it wonderful how SP makes me feel so secure? Isn't it wonderful how I feel comfort in my relationship with SP? Isn't it wonderful how I can totally be myself in this relationship? Isn't it wonderful how I'm always treated like a king or queen in our relationship? Isn't it wonderful how we freely express how we're feeling? Isn't it wonderful how SP is always complimenting me? Isn't it wonderful that I have this relationship? Isn't it wonderful that I have my desire? Isn't it wonderful that I feel so chosen? Isn't it wonderful that SP loves me? Isn't it wonderful that our relationship is so harmonious? Isn't it wonderful that I know I will be spending the rest of my life with SP? Isn't it wonderful how they always take care of me? Isn't it wonderful how we're always creating long-lasting memories? Isn't it wonderful how we have such a deep connection? Isn't it wonderful how I feel so loved? Isn't it wonderful how I always feel chosen? Isn't it wonderful how I always feel respected? Isn't it wonderful how I always feel like a priority? Isn't it wonderful how I always feel desired? Isn't it wonderful how I always feel wanted? Isn't it wonderful that I don't have to chase? This relationship just comes so easily. Isn't it wonderful I always experience the best? Isn't it wonderful how lucky I always am? Isn't it wonderful I am the best version of myself right now? Isn't it wonderful how I'm always placing myself on the pedestal no matter what relationship I'm in? Isn't it wonderful how I feel happy internally? Isn't it wonderful how my happiness is not dependent on SP nor external conditions? Isn't it wonderful how I feel so loved and secure from within? Isn't it wonderful how every day is a good day with myself and my relationship? Isn't it wonderful how much love is around me? Isn't it wonderful how I have the relationship I've always dreamt of? Isn't it wonderful how secure I am with myself? Isn't it wonderful how I am always the priority? Isn't it wonderful how valued I am in this relationship? Isn't it wonderful that this relationship heals my inner child? Isn't it wonderful how I am freed from past traumas? Isn't it wonderful how there's only light feelings with them? Isn't it wonderful we're each other's safe space? Isn't it wonderful how a relationship is consistent? Isn't it wonderful how they spoil me in my love language? Isn't it wonderful how they always express their love for me? Isn't it wonderful how I'm always receiving love? Isn't it wonderful how we always go on dates? Isn't it wonderful how well we get along with each other's family and friends? Isn't it wonderful how patient they are? Isn't it wonderful how I am so loved and adored? Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Now it's your time to create some "Isn't it wonderful" statements regarding your relationship. I'll leave you alone for a moment in silence now. Breathe in and exhale. Breathe in and exhale. One last time. Breathe in and exhale. You may wiggle your toes and your fingers and open your eyes when you're ready. Thank you for tuning in, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell to be notified every time I upload.